Welcome to Clear Lake, California. Clear Lake, California is a county located in Northern California. It is situated on a lake called Clear Lake, and it's made up of a relatively small population of about 16,000 people. If I read you the names of the towns in Clear Lake, you probably have never heard of any of them. Lake County is in a rural area. There's mostly mountains and agriculture. The town has your essentials, a few grocery stores, two bars, one hospital, and a whole lot of residential roads where people look like they really don't want to be bothered. There's not a lot to do here for the kids or for the adults. And unlike in most of California that tends to lean liberal, rural Northern California is the opposite. There's a lot of Trump up here, and there's also a lot of drugs up here. The county used to be a resort destination with lots of hotels and water activities drawing people in with its beautiful clear lake. It's the oldest lake in Northern California and the largest freshwater lake in the state. But unfortunately, it's no longer so clear. The lake became contaminated with mercury from a nearby old mining shaft. Now there's warning signs about the water and eating the fish from the lake that could make you sick, as well as old tales like your eyes will fall off if you go swimming in there. Because of the contamination, a lot of the tourism went away as well, and with that, a lot of the jobs went away. In one review of Clear Lake, it says Clear Lake, California is like stepping into an after school special on the dangers of meth. It's full of retired crackers and crank labs. All around town, streets are teeming with tweaker and deadbeat welfare moochers. It's kind of like The Walking Dead if all the zombies were high and wanted to chat. Harsh, but Clear Lake does have its problems. It's both geographically and economically isolated. One report ranked Clear Lake as the fifth least developed and poorest city in California in 2022. A lot of this was from loss of jobs. First, it was the mines that closed down, and those jobs that the community relied on were gone. Then it was the tourism jobs that went once the word on contamination levels in the lake got out. So a lot of the tourism jobs went away as well. There's just not a lot of professional jobs in town. There are agriculture jobs in Clear Lake, and that's what a lot of people have turned to. Except it's not your average type of agriculture farming. In Clear Lake, they're known for growing weed, and that's an unseen aspect in the town that you would never notice driving through this county. Cannabis farms emerged in the 60s when counterculture was alive and well in California. They sort of served as an FU to the man, and Northern California became synonymous with weed. Here's one of the farms in Clear Lake. The farms in Clear Lake are a direct response to the lack of jobs accessible to the residents. The lack of jobs led to high levels of unemployment of around 30%, and people were out of options. If you remember before, Clear Lake is on a lake, and that lake was formed by a volcano nearby. The volcano gave rich nutrients to the soil, as well as providing a lot of clay to grow in. Combine that with the amount of sun California receives, and it's the perfect recipe to grow weed. You can't see the farms while driving through town, but they are the backbone of the economy here. And in a way, cannabis farms brought some life back into the community here as well.